guys to the Tier 2 PRL round 14 of the Italian Grand Prix. As I said, we're here in Tier 2 and I'm having with me Shaft, which is not here at the moment because he's getting his food. But we can take Brother of Kath, or Nico John as he's known as, on this lap as he's going through the first sector. Into the second chicane. Flips his first and second apex pretty good here. Let's keep it tight. Does tie up well. Into the second Desmo. Keeps it in fourth. Maybe could have gotten a bit. Took a bit more track there, but sticking tidy for now. Cheese heads with the fast lap. That is not a particularly great lap. So we'll see, I guess. I think he can improve that lap. And Ken Swope sets a better lap here. And Nicoton is now coming into Curva di Alberto or something like that. And I think he's backed off. Yeah. Looks like he's going for it again. We'll get another lap here from Brother of Gas as Hot Boy sets a 1:21.3. It's a decent lap for a banker. Into the first chicane. Bucks up a bit. Short shifts to fifth. Keeps it tight through this corner. See what he can put there. He is in the top of the Tier 2 standings, I believe. Not at the top, but he's like 5th place, I think. Oh, it was a bit wide here. Coming through the second Lesmo. On fourth, a bit wide again. Missed the apex twice, that's not pretty good. Very good, I mean. Into the Ascari. This corner is pretty hard to nail. He's equaling his last time at the moment. Tidy through Ascari. No track limits. As expected. Down the back straight. Into this corner again. He invalidates.
That's an invalidation. Yep. I didn't know when to jump in, so I took that as my cue. Hello, Tamba. Yeah. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. How are we doing so far? Looks like we've got 7 laps. Ghetto Biggie improving. Pretty early on. What sort of times do you think we're expecting here in Monza?
I believe we'll be in the 120s for sure. I think Ghetto and Raleigh and some people in there are capable of doing that. I don't know if we'll... Probably not the 19s, because Tier 1 barely scraped the 19s, and that's Oscar, so...
Yes, that's the inhuman driver that we refer to as Oscar. Any early favourites for you? Anyone, if you're a betting man, any?
I gotta keep my bets on Raleigh today, because he is driving for the AlphaTauri. We gotta back him.
If that's what we're doing, then I'm gonna plump for Brother of Kath. He's got my money. Yeah, as you mentioned,
Raleigh's ahead of him right now, though. So
he is.
Looks like I'm winning.
It's good to see that. Williams have got a reserve in today. Wound is racing in place of Isgadanis, and is currently in P3, which is pretty handy.
Is he a new reserve? You know?
I think so. I am going to double check the check-in. Yes, he is a new reserve. I've not seen his name before, which is pretty handy. So yeah,
that's a good first impression.
Yeah, very much so. Thank God he's in the Williams. That's all I can say. Right, let's have a look. Who can we jump on board with? We'll have a look at Space Cowboy coming through Ascari now. Oh, and that's into the wall.
Where is he?
He is just coming out of Ascari, Space Cowboy.
Okay, he's in the Alpine.
He is in the Alpine. He just slammed into the wall. Don't know if he got any damage from that. just a bit of oversteer coming out of Ascari. Very easy to do around here, especially with the low rear wing setups a lot of the drivers have.
Yeah. Can have quite a difference of setups there.
Yeah.
Some go for quite long wings, some go for more downforce at the front.
Very much so. Let's see who's on a lap. We've got TAC Delta looks to be on a lap in the Alpha Tauri. Who, those of you with keen ears would have heard commentating our Premier race earlier, I believe.
Yeah, I did. I think he's backed out though. Nah, maybe not.
No, it looks good. I think you just insulted his pace there, but it's fine.
No, don't worry about it.
Or maybe it's a compliment.
He slowed down in the.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're complimenting him. You're basically what you're saying is whatever he gets here, he's definitely got the pace to improve on it. So.
Yeah, definitely.
As he comes through Ascari, coming round to the Parabolica, the last corner here in Monza. Let's see what sort of time he can put on the board.
Looks good through there.
Looks pretty clean. It's a 1:22.9. Well, not bad. Gets him on the board. Always good to get a banker down early.
Yeah, fair.
We've got Chaos Druid. Oh, Chaos Druid's in the Ferrari coming into turn 4. And he falls foul of the new curbs and almost flies to the moon.
I did that in my own quali. So lucky to get like enough from that. Just flew right into the wall.
Yeah, I think there was quite a few people commenting on that. I think the people who hadn't put any practice in before the race, not realising the new curbs, falling foul of them. But yeah, very deadly. Oh, it goes wide. Oh, and that's your front wing. It's a lot of curb, and that's a lot of donuts. That's killed his lap. Tar Heels, I believe, is coming across the line now with a new lap. Improves, but stays 12th.
TAC Delta is behind him, I think.
TAC Delta, yes. TAC Delta coming through again, coming through Parabolica now. Can he improve on his 1:22.9, or is this an in-lap? It's pretty pacey, so I think this is a lap. It is, yes.
Yeah, I think it is a lap.
And he goes... Oh, he does. Almost half a second. Very good lap there from TAC Delta.
And there's Williams.
Williams, or brother of Kath. Go on, brilliant, Williams. He does improve, but does not improve his position, unfortunately.
Oh, Rally's 8 tenths up.
Rally's 8 tenths up. You can hear the excitement in Tambar's voice. Where can the Alpha Tauri put it? This is going to be a good lap, I'm sure. It's 5th position into the 121s. Yeah, I have a feeling if you're going to want a top 10 position in qualifying for Tier 2, you're probably going to want a 1:21 lap time.
Yeah, probably.
I have a feeling. Let's have a look. Rusty Oil Can now in the Alfa Romeo. Crosses the line. Does improve, but not enough, unfortunately. Who else we got? Tar Heels in the Alpine. Alpine?
Oh, Ghetto Biggie in the 20s.
Ghetto Biggie for 120. You did call it. You said we're going to get in the 120s, and Ghetto Biggie does oblige. Tar Heels does improve, but not enough to move into 12th position. How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Alpine or Alpine?
Alpine, I think.
Alpine.
I don't know their correct answer, but I pronounce it Alpine.
Yeah, I don't know the correct answer either. I think I've heard both. I'm surprised it's not been corrected. Anyway, who have we got on a lap? Mr. Hex. We'll jump on board Mr. Hex. He's just started his lap in the Red Bull.
Yeah.
As he's coming through now.
Quite high in the standings, isn't he?
He is. Mr. Hex is definitely someone, I believe, pushing for that title challenge, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to keep talking random words to fill the space while I have a look and see what the standings are, which are Get a Biggie in the Aston Martin with a pretty hefty lead, it has to be said, 112 points ahead of Rally. And then there is Mr. Hex in third position in the Red Bull. So yes, he is definitely someone going to be fighting for the win today.
Yeah, that's good.
As he comes through now into a scurry, 2/10 up, looking pretty good to improve. Again, pretty clean in the scurry.
Yeah.
In turn,
Looks
giving
like he
his...
missed the apex a bit, but other than that, it was pretty good.
I wonder if Baba Yaga, his teammate behind, is on a lap as well, because if he is, he's getting quite a hefty tow from
Let me
Mr.
check.
Hex. But Mr. Hex comes across the line now.
He is on the lap, I think.
He is, and goes into second with a 1:21.2. Baba Yaga jumps into 13th with 1:24.0. Very nice lap.
Yeah. Good from the Red Bull boys. Bit of
Very
teamwork.
much so. Yeah, good teamwork. We'll jump aboard now with Archie Gill, currently P7 in the standings, P5 in qualifying. And we won't. He is 7 seconds slower.
Oh.
So he teased me there, but not to be. Let's see. Baba Yaga has gone straight onto a second hot lap, and he is already almost 6/10 up in Sector 1 alone. And there is a yellow in Sector 2. I believe that's just someone getting out of the way. But yeah, Baba Yaga in the Red Bull, he's taking no prisoners.
Look at him.
What this does mean is, if he finishes this lap, that is probably his qualifying over. I do not think he has enough time to go around. He's 1 second up on his time.
Oh my god.
So it's a huge improvement. He's definitely going to want to try and get into the 1:22s. So we'll definitely be hoping to improve even more on his time. As he comes through Parabolica now. Again, pretty clean. Nice grip, hugs the inside line. I've noticed a lot of drivers aren't hugging that inside line, which is interesting.
Yeah, I saw that.
As he moves into 13th.
Especially attack Delta. He did go pretty well. He goes in the runoff. Oh.
Let's see, who have we got on a lap? We'll jump on board with Hot Boy, who I believe has gone purple in the second sector. As we have a Haas into the wall. I bet Texas Rooster, he is 4/10 up. 4/10 up means he is in with a shout of pole position as Hot Boy in the Ferrari comes around the corner. Again, hugs the inside line, which is what you want to do.
Oh,
it's a huge lap. That is quicker than my qualifying lap.
That's probably in the top 10 in the T1.
Well, I qualified 6th or 7th, and I got a 1:27.78. So he's close to top 5 with that lap in Tier 1.
Oh, that's impressive.
That is very impressive. As we see Wound Elegant coming through now into Ascari.
Rally hasn't gone out yet.
No.
Why?
Can hear the AlphaTauri in you questioning decisions we made. As Baba Yaga has improved again, which tells me he's just done 3 hot laps in a row and is therefore going to be starting on tyres that are 3 laps old already, which is interesting. As we see Wound Elegant going into the pits.
He's not going to make another lap.
No, this is pretty much...
Yeah, Rally's not getting another lap either.
Nope. Disappointment as Tambar sighs just there.
Rusty is going to make up for it there. Oh, 3/10 up, let's go!
Rusty Oil Can improves, but not enough to move up a position. Baba Yaga is on a 4th hot lap. This man knows no bounds. His radio must be disconnected and he cannot hear his box calls from his engineer. We have Brother of Kath, the other Williams, coming through now. No flying to the moon.
He's 4/10 up, I think.
He is.
Kath is 3/10 up.
I tell you what, if you jump us on Brother of Kath, I'm going to remove all of the overlay and you can run us through the second half of his lap for us.
Okay. So, Brother of Kath. Oh, he's 3/10 down suddenly. Well, we're going into the Ascari chicane here. He's doing all that on the entry, does that well. Takes a bit of curb. Nice and tidy from Brother of Kath here. Straight into the last corner of the track. Keeps it nice inside the curb. Has to lift a little bit. That's not the... And he backs off.
Well, that was a anticlimax.
Yeah. Tack Delta though.
Let's look at Tech Delta. Take us through the lap. Go ahead, Tamba.
Oh, he's in another lap. Oh, shit.
Tech Delta.
He's 2 tenths up into the second chicane. Takes that pretty good. Out into the last most. Huge lap from Tack Delta. Into the second last mo. Has to get the apex pretty good there, and he does. Now activate the DRS onto one of many straights in this track. On this track. Anyway. 1/10 up into Ascari. Takes that pretty clean. Come on, Tack. Show us that straight line speed. Now into the braking zone. Hugs that pretty nice. Take the inside line, please, Tack. Oh!
The overlay comes on just as he crosses the line. He moves into 8th position. The pain in your voice tells you that all he has done with that lap is leapfrog his teammate.
Yeah.
So the AlphaTauri boys will be starting in 8th and 9th today. Whereas the Williams brothers will be starting in 5th and 12th. Who do you think's the happier of the teams?
Wound Elegant has done 4 laps on his tires.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were talking about Baba Yaga doing 3 hot laps in a row, but this man does not understand. He just is like, no, don't give me fresh softs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe he's betting on like 2 safety cars, so have 2 sets of fresh softs to whack on and make it improvement.
Who knows? So that suggests to me he might be one of the earliest pitters today.
Yeah. Big undercut though. So.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, he's maybe 9 laps at the most. He can probably get into the race with those.
Or maybe it's just like pretty good with the tires and just do like 15.
Let's see. So we're still going in qualifying. Raleigh suggests he's on a hot lap, but
what?
I don't understand how, because he's...
Either way, he's 2 tenths down, so who cares?
I know. I don't understand how he's not got the checkered flag, considering... and that's a front wing.
I think this is the glitch where if someone joins mid-volley, the timer just extends.
Oh, interesting. Well, unfortunately he hasn't made the most of it today.
Oh, we got bots. That's not good. Oh no.
Oh god, yeah, we've got Daniel Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel. No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your early warning that we may need to be offline at some point, as this is not good news for us and the F1 servers. So,
well,
I guess this is some dead air to fill.
Yeah.
So, Tamba, tell us, how do you feel like your race went in Tier 1?
I think it went great.
Do you want to tell all the girls and boys where you finished?
I finished in P1, as usual.
Hit some with an as usual at the end there.
I'm trying to fight for the championship, and I think it's just too far ahead, so I gotta win some races.
And if you keep winning them, who knows? We've got plenty of races still to go. Yes. I mean, you're probably going to be, what, about 100 points behind now?
Yeah, so, something like that.
Something like that.
Pretty far distance.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, better than disqualifying, you know. At least you didn't do that. Yeah. Anyway,
I think we're getting a new lobby. Should
yes.
Be at least.
Unfortunately, I do not have access to any of the conversations probably taking place right now about a new lobby. So, what I'm probably going to say is, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end the live stream temporarily
Oh,
here.
rainy race! Rainy race!
Rainy race.
Yeah, Tech Delta said it was going to rain.
Oh,
Oh,
that suggests?
well, what do we do then?
I am not sure.
Well, they gotta set it to rain then, I think. No?
So yes, I mean, if either of us ever decide to apply for a job as a sports commentator, I believe this will be used as evidence as to why we shouldn't get the job, as
Yeah,
we
that's.
desperately try and figure out what on earth is going on.
This probably don't have access to the chat.
Yep,
Maybe Nico John will save us here.
a question has been asked, and the
Yeah.
answer is being waiting for. So yes,
Yeah.
I tell you what. Instead of us just sitting here making up nonsense and making weird noises, we'll leave the live stream live, but we're just gonna mute our audio, and ladies and gentlemen, viewers, we'll be back with you as soon as we know anything else. So
Yeah.
bye for now.
I think we're back. That didn't take that long. Well, I can take the quick rundown while Shaft is away. We got Hot Boy in first, Ghetto Biggie in second, Mr. X third, Cheeseheads and Wound Elegant 4th and 5th, Archigills, Rusty Olcan, Tech Delta, Raleigh, Baby Yaga rounding out the top 10, Texas Rooster, Brother of Gath, Ken Swab, iDome, Base Cowboy, and someone else.
Good effort. Good effort. You got most of them. Very good effort there, Temba. So, with that all being said and done, we have a fixed lobby. So praise be to those that, yeah, praise be those who resolved it, and we have some rain for the first time across Performance Racing League today. And there it
Look at
is.
that. That's beautiful.
Those are some big old puddles.
Oh yeah.
And yes, the drivers will have 2 minutes to sort themselves out, as long as no one readies up early. So we're keeping a keen eye on that.
Maybe the times were a bit slow because they were running another setup.
Potentially. That is a good point.
Or maybe I'm just roasting the tier 2 guys. Let's hope I don't. So,
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Yeah, they had a different setup on. We'll say that.
They're faster than this. Come on. Okay. So, you know any Rain Masters in this lobby?
That's a good question. I am just getting, sorry, pause just there. I'm just getting a question thrown through.
Yeah.
And sorry, the question was just being asked for technical reasons, but ignore me. Rainmasters, good question. I don't know of any particular Rainmasters. However, I have a feeling, like most tiers, that the best drivers tend to be good at rain as well. So I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards our rallies, our ghetto biggies, our Mr. Hexes, our hot boys as probably the people to watch today.
So not Nico John then.
And no, sorry,
Uh,
apologies. Let me let me clarify. Nico John isn't one to watch because we know he's going to absolutely smash it. So there's no need to watch him.
great save, great save.
Thank you, thank you. I've got my shovel. Keep digging. So I believe we are 10 seconds from our formation lap
Yeah.
today.
I hope it's interest because full wets is often leads to safety cars.
Yeah, and
Oh,
considering the idea of full wets, tier 2,
oh it's full wets.
it's full wets. I'm not gonna lie, lap 1, turn 1 is gonna be
Oh,
so much chaos.
oh, someone has been
Oh,
already.
someone's already off. No, cheeseheads. Right,
Oh,
we're gonna need to employ a strategy to try and catch any and all incidents. So I'm gonna suggest for lap 1, I'll keep an eye on the front end of the
yeah,
pack.
I think
If you
that's
want
the
to keep an
smartest.
eye on the back end of the pack.
I think behind the Alpha Boys, I'm gonna keep an eye. They never get in trouble, you know. Okay, so the guys are trying to warm the tires. It's pretty cool and easy, so they try. And yeah, make their way through the last moments. There's a bit of a gap between Wound, Elegant, and Cheese. No, Cheese had says stop. Mr. Hex and Wound Elegant. Saying that, talking about Wound Elegant, he is pretty lucky. Maybe it was kind of tactical to go 4 laps on those softs, just to prove that he is the best driver. But hope he's not.
Fingers crossed all of these guys are not too affected by the rain.
Yeah, I predict at least one person messing up his braking point in turn 1. At least one.
At least one. How many drivers are going to lose their front wing on the opening lap? I believe that's a good bet that we can make.
30%.
30%? I was expecting a number, not a third of the grid.
Yeah, maybe 5 people?
5 people? That's an interesting shout. I'm going to say, I reckon there'll be 3 people pitting at the end of the first lap. That's my prediction.
Yeah, Cheeseheads has already made a great impression on his race starts.
He has indeed.
We got a Williams not in his grid slot. What a start.
So.
Why is the Williams standing in the middle of... Oh, there he is.
There we go. There's the reset. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tier 2, round 13, 23, whatever round it is, in Monza. Lights out and away we go. In the rain, and there's a car off already. We've got all sorts going on as the pack jump through. As they come to the first braking point, the moment of truth. And, there's the rear. We've got one bump already. We've got all sorts of contact. We've got disqualification for tyre heels. We've got Space Cowboy with a penalty. Some drivers have made it through. We've got a Williams in second. That's how you know this race is all over the place. The game suggesting that you cannot get to the end in full wets. So if we stay with this rain, there's a chance we'll see some pit stops, which is interesting. Wow. What did you see there?
I saw 2 Alpines. One that didn't start and one that drove straight into the wall. And the other from that, I saw a couple of front wings. I think it's Chaos Druid has lost his whole wing. So he's losing quite a bit of time.
Well,
we got a Mercedes without a helmet on.
And we got another disqualification. That is both Alpines out of the race.
Out. Well.
Oh, wow. And we're coming close to finding out our predictions.
Yeah.
How many... I feel like the fact we've got 2 disqualifications means that if you get, for example, 3 pit stops, I think that still counts for your 5.
Yeah, I think.
And likewise.
I think it's only. What happened? I think it's only one person in the pits.
Oh, and I'm sorry to disrupt proceedings right now, but we have a Williams leading the race.
Oh.
Which is very exciting.
Oh wait. It's just a Delta that's messing up. Oh, TAC Delta 10.
TAC Delta has... I have no idea where TAC Delta is, but he is not leading the race.
He's hitting the wall. Oh no.
Oh no. AlphaTauri's gone. Right, new prediction for you, Tembar. How many drivers are going to finish this race?
Let's have a little bit of faith in this Turbo 2 lobby and say 13. 2 more DNFs.
13.
That's a bit ambitious.
You're already doubting yourself. Right. Some commentating. We've got the yellow in Sector 2. We've got Wound Elegant in the Williams currently leading us. Mr. Hex is in the Red Bull, has fallen back down to P2. Cheeseheads, who got disqualified during the formation lap, is still in P3. Raleigh, your counterpart in the AlphaTauri, is in P4. Has progressed up. We'll just have a look at the position changes. Moved up 5 positions from 9th to 4th. Very good job by him. Ghetto Biggie has fallen down to 5th. Hot Boy is fallen down to 6th. So P1 and P3, I believe, have fallen down. And Hot Boy is losing another spot to Rusty. So he really has not got the pace in the wet so far. So everything I said about the league leaders being great in the wet has completely gone through the window.
That's backfired.
Yes, big time. As we see, who's this? Hot Boy. Hot Boy's pitting. So that's 2 pit stops and 2 DSQs, and Hot Boy is retired. Well,
maybe we see both Ferraris out as well.
That potentially, yeah. Chaos Druid is still going though. Fair play to him. You never know. As we've already mentioned with Tier 2, safety cars are very strong potential around here, so Chaos Druid is not out of the race just yet.
We got a Texas Rooster just absolutely demolishing the runoff area.
Oh, he is indeed.
We got some penalties, I think.
We have got some penalties. The penalties so far, if I can find the right thing. There we go. TAC Delta has a 10-second penalty, Dome has a 3-second, and Chaos Druid has a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, that's. I think the 5-second is.
Take it back. Chaos Druid has a 10-second penalty. Right on cue. As we see. Oh, is that Brother of Kath in the Williams going almost 3 wide, coming into Ascari here. The Williams should take the position. And TAC Delta has lost 2. But Brother of Kath goes off the track. And it's a double overtake for TAC Delta. And that has opened the door up for Baba Yaga and the Red Bull now. These cars, 4 of them, super close. Baba Yaga sensibly pulling off a little bit, and Dome going very wide. Baba Yaga does have now the pace. Oh, Baba Yaga almost losing it. TAC Delta managing to get a little bit of a jump now on Brother of Kath.
Yeah.
So the gap's starting to spread out, but Dome's still right on the Williams tail. Oh, goes a little bit deep there though, however, meaning that the door has opened for Baba Yaga. If he can get the traction, and he can get the traction, he's got the pace now.
Oh, Cheesehead has spinned it.
As Cheesehead has spin.
Yeah.
He has. Oh, that's not good for him. Able to rejoin though.
Yeah.
Dan doesn't look like any damage, so should be okay to continue. Although he is going slow. Yeah, no, he should be fine. So definitely not out of this race yet. Still in 6th position.
Mr. Hex is following quite well.
He is. There seems to be a bit of a gap now. So Wound Elegant in the Williams, and Mr. Hex, as you said, following. And then there's quite a bit of a gap back to Raleigh in the AlphaTauri.
Ghetto Biggie is trying to catch up, I think.
He is indeed, as that's a yellow in sector 3, and that is... Who is that?
Is there anyone?
Is there anyone? As Tac Delta looks to go on the inside of Archie Gill, the Alfa Romeo through Parabolica in the wet, which is a very ballsy move, and isn't quite able to pull it off. But he has got the pace, and he is pumping in that ERS, but Archie Gill is doing the same, and will hold on to the position for now. As
I
we
think
see,
Tac Delta is and Archie Gill is the closest double on track at the moment. Oh, maybe Texas Rooster?
Texas Rooster, oh, closing in on the AI of Ken Swab.
Oh, he's AI.
Yep, and the AI, I think, had about 4 braking points going into turn 1, which completely threw Texas off, and Texas, just keeps hold of it in the hard.
Okay, I got another bet for you here. Do you think all the boards will be gone at the end of the race?
That is a very good question. I'm going to say we will see 4 boards left at the end of the race.
I think all of them will be gone. Someone's gonna mess it up in the turn 1.
I think we'll have more boards destroyed than we will have people retiring.
Oh.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, that does make sense.
As we see Cheeseheads coming through Ascari, right behind Rusty. Has got the pace, but not quite close enough to take the lead. We'll jump on board actually with Mr. Hex, who is closing on Wound Elegant. Again, not quite enough to close. A reminder that in the wet we do not have DRS, but he gets a much better exit than Wound Elegant, who has a poor turn 2. And Mr. Hex in the Red Bull will have the pace, but is being forced around the outside, where there's a much less grip, much longer, and much tougher to overtake.
Oh,
Battle of the braking, and he just doesn't pull out enough there. Wound Elegant does have the corner, so does have a right to close in there. Miss Hex just doesn't quite pull back enough, but keeps it going.
Yeah. To be fair to these guys, the 2 chicanes are probably horrendous in the rain.
God, I do not envy these guys driving today in the wet. The idea of Monza in the wet is a nightmare.
And Raleigh is closing a bit. Really big
Oh no, that's just your dreams playing there. He's still 3 seconds behind.
He was 4 seconds.
Oh no, yeah, he is closing. Okay, I take it all back. I take it all back. Come on, Wound Elegant. The Williams, you got this. Mr. Hex.
Hey, Brother of Cath has made some moves.
Brother Cath has made some moves. Yeah, he's overtaken Tac Delta, I believe. Last time we checked in with him. He is indeed. This is the pinnacle. This sort of race is the pinnacle of patience. If you keep it going, people will make mistakes. You will get some free positions. You just need to stay in.
Fuel, bro. So that's smart.
Very smart, yeah.
Oh,
Archie!
Oh. Does he keep it out of the wall? He did.
He does. Oh, that was like it was in slow motion. That was horrible to watch.
You just slowly, the car just slowly goes away from you.
As we see, what's the closest challenge on the track right now? We've got Dome looking to make a move down the outside of Archie Gill. Brakes much later. And goes for a Verstappen-esque move around the outside and makes it stick. Very good move there from Dome.
Do you see Dome having a helmet, or is he just face?
There's a good question. I'll let you know next time I see him. I mean, I cannot see his helmet when I go into first-person view.
Yeah, I think in third person. It looks like he doesn't have a helmet.
That is true. He is not wearing a helmet. That Dome has gone, you know what? This rain on my visor is too much. I'm going to go helmetless.
I think Brother of Cath is closing up on Rust.
Oh, and Dome hits the wall going through the first Desmos, and he's into the wall. I think that's frustration.
Yeah. And I think Brother of Cath is trying to decisive move on Rusty down this next home straight.
He is indeed coming through the Parabolica. Will he get the traction? on Rusty. It's all about traction. He's gone much wider, much different line to the Alpha. Rusty has gone into pits.
That's probably why.
That's probably why. So Brother of Calf moves up into 6th position.
And
Dome has retired.
Well,
I don't think he was in the pits, so...
and
Brother of Calf
misses the whole point.
He says, you know what? I think the corner should be here.
Yeah.
Which means Tambar's eyes light up as he sees an Alpha Tauri closing in on a Williams. As we have a virtual safety car for, I believe, is that...
There's
Texas
Ferrari,
Rooster... Is it Chaos?
Yeah,
Chaos Druid, yeah. No front wing on Chaos.
Another pit stop.
Another pit stop, yes. What this means, though... depending on how long this virtual safety car lasts, be interesting to see if anyone pits now for some fresh, wet tyres. Nope, I take that back. Oh, and
speeding under VSC.
Wound Elegant not paying attention to his delta, and that is dagger to mine and Wound Elegant's heart as the Williams gets a drive through.
Is Rally in P2?
It is Rally in P2. And Tac Delta closing in on Brother of Cath. We might be seeing the Alpha Tauri in 6th position if he gets good traction coming through Parabolica.
Oh, Tac Delta's used up all of his ERS that lap. Clearly pushing.
Chaos Drew getting another 5 seconds, not the Ferrari's day today.
Yeah, to be fair, the braking points into the pit lane has to be quite hard. It's hard in the dry, so in the wet's probably harder.
It is indeed. So with Tac Delta behind Brother of Cath, we're going to go back into cinematic mode, Tambar. I'm going to remove all of the overlay and I'll let you, corner by corner, talk us through this moment.
It's Tac Delta starting off great, going into the gravel for the second chicane. This very tiny from Tac Delta.
Well, that was very anticlimactic.
Going wide again.
Expecting some sort of battle, yeah.
2 seconds.
Right.
Was expecting great move there, but no.
Who else can we call through? I tell you what, jump on board with Mr. Hex, currently in P2. Oh, no, tell you what, Wind Elegant's going to go pit at some point. So, and we've got it's gone off. Yeah. Cheeseheads is off. Oh, and the Ferrari's off as well. It's slalom.
He's just making up positions.
Cheesehead no front wing. It's like Bambi on ice. These cars are all over the place. Tac Delta moves up to 6th. Just as I was saying, just if you have patience, people will make mistakes.
Yeah.
As we see these cars skating all over the place in the, to be fair, very treacherous conditions.
Also going off the track and Ghetto Biggie getting past.
He does. So, with it being very close, we'll jump on board with Rally again. We'll jump back into cinematic mode, and hopefully this battle lasts a little bit longer as you call us through these moments, Tambar.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Rally behind this guy in the championship and behind this guy in the race. Now going to the second Lasmo. He's right on his ass at the moment. He has a lot of ERS here. And he may be, I think it's a bit dangerous to go for a move in the Ascari, and as the great driver he is, he knows this and backs off on the ERS usage. Now going off the scary curb in the Ascari chicane. Behind Ghetto Biggie, I think he's going to use all of his battery this lap, trying to catch the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin actually down one place. Oh, he goes a bit wide. Come on, Rally, get into that slipstream. And he goes down to the home straight. Oh, I was a bit far behind. Into the first chicane. Takes a lot of curb on the inside on the... Oh, let's go! Ghetto Biggie has lost it. And Raleigh is passed. Just great driving.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that is Rally up to P2.
Oh, yeah.
Not even hiding the bias with the shout of "Let's go." Let's get a Biggie goes wide. And I mean, with that spin, we've got a pretty spread out grid at the moment.
Yeah.
And
Wound Elegance is actually P4.
He is in P4 after his drive-through. Yeah, very good point. He incredibly is still with a shot of a podium here, which is very rare you say about a driver who's had to serve a drive-through.
Yeah. To be fair, now I'm hoping for a safety car because at the moment we have Baby Aga.
We have a car.
We have someone. Baby Aga now closing on to Tac Delta. Let's see if Baby Aga can do something here. Hopefully not.
For balance, if we do see Baby Yaga overtake Tac Delta, I'm gonna have to shout a get in, just to equal things.
Well then, if Baby Yaga just spins it and causes a safety car, then I'm gonna shout. Then we have a race on our hands. So
yes.
well,
as it stands, Mr. Hex with all the time in the world, almost 10 seconds clear of second position. The closest battle on your screen right now is Chaos Steward.
You gotta retire now.
Yeah, over a minute. I doubt we'll see that Ferrari finishing the race, which will
Inters.
mean... Oh, Inters. Oh. That is probably going to be just a bit of an experiment, but it will be a very interesting one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if there are any drivers currently on the grid with this live stream on in the background, they'll be very excited to know. Oh, and he's crossed the white line again.
How many penalties does he have now?
Chaos Druid has 20 seconds worth of penalties.
Okay. Trex just driving the wheels off that car.
He is. He's increasing his gap. Nope. I'm keeping an eye on these inters with Chaos Druid.
Yeah.
And he is losing time. Oh. Gaining a bit of time there. Oh. Driving over, I think. Oh. He is gaining on Ken Swab.
Yes. Oh. I'll watch Ken Swab and see if he does it.
That is very interesting. If anyone, he is gaining big time. We are into territory now, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos Druid has no ERS left either, so this is purely on tyre pace. But he is gaining almost a second a sector. He has timed this. Oh, and he just catches Ascari. They're coming out of Ascari. I kind of don't want a safety car now because I want these drivers to have to figure it out live.
Be smart. Pit for inters.
As we see, right, so we've got Ken Swab is the next car to go round. Is he going to pit for inters? I tell you what, we'll know who's listening to the live stream right now whilst driving because they'll be jumping in for inters now. Because Ken Swab is not pitted. Chaos Druid is... Mr. Hex has not pitted either.
Come on, Tac. No, it's not Tac. It's
Rally. It'll be Rally next. Is Rally going to pit? No, Rally's not pitting. Ghetto Biggies, Ghetto Biggie pitting. No, this is crazy. These drivers, are they not getting signal from their
Wound Elegant.
engineer? Wound Elegant's not pitting. Brother of Kath, if you can hear me, Brother of Kath, pit for inters, please. As he comes through Parabolica.
Soon, right? Oh, he's going for the pit.
Is he going for the pits? Now. He's going for the pits, yes.
Come on,
Tac Delta's following him.
Yes.
With Baba Yaga going in very hot into this pit lane. He's fine though. Well,
can you serve 10 seconds in the pit?
No, he'll probably serve 5 of them. Oh, Oh, it's Tac Delta that's got the pit stops, isn't he? And he's not serving any of them. No,
I
Tac
think
Delta's.
it's the track
Oh, he's gone on
limits.
to fresh. He's gone to fresh wets.
What? No!
Let's jump. Let's have a look at the tyres. Yeah, he's gone into fresh wets. It's Baba Yaga and Brother of
No!
Gaff who've gone into Inters. This race has just got insanely interesting. Chaos Druid gets another 5 second for ignoring blue flags and has been disqualified. I
Rally
feel
is
your
gaining
pain.
massively here.
Rally is going
I
massively.
think
I wonder
Hex
why.
might have messed up a bit.
He doesn't seem to have any damage. I think he must have had just a bit of a spin. But the
Or maybe
important
Kenswap was part of the problem.
one to watch is Brother
Is
of
he
Cath
pitting,
now.
He is pitting.
And Brother of Cath is gaining. He gained almost half a second in turns 4 and 5 on Archie Gill.
Yeah.
This is the time to go, and Mr. Hex jumps into the pits.
Oh, Rusty's off the track.
And Riley hasn't pitted. Riley stays out.
Rally!
Your Alpha Tauri
no.
boys. Oh, Moon Delegate gets another penalty. Mr. Hex jumping on the Inters. Wound Elegant. Come on, man.
Who is this tire strategist that
Change your tyres to Inters, please. What has he gone on to? It is Inters. He knows what he's doing. Interestingly, though, Riley and Ghetto Biggie, the two championship leaders, are still on wet tyres. Which means, well, who knows what it means. Interestingly, Brother of Cath hasn't continued his storm of gaining lots and lots of time. I think we're right on the cusp of the difference between Inters and wets.
Archie's pitting.
Archie's pitting now. I think this is definitely the right time because they may not be much quicker, the Inters, but they're not slower. Yeah, Mr. Hex is gaining. And then now he's within, he's within a pit stop, so should be able to gain through. But yeah, he's gaining big time.
Tac Delta got a pit again, though.
Tac Delta has got to pit. He doesn't know he doesn't have to pit again. He could stay on the wets, I guess, till the end of the race.
Yeah, but... Oh, he's got purple in the first sector.
Rally's got purple in the first sector. Oh, and he's pitting.
Tac Delta has. Not Rally.
Oh, he's really?
Yeah.
And he's on the wet still.
That's gotta be wrong, no?
That must be wrong.
Well, he is right behind Brother of Gaff.
He is?
Kind of gaining a bit.
I mean, I can only assume that the variety of driving abilities in the rain at Tier 2 mean that it's actually really hard to tell which is the faster tyre. I mean, the Inters are definitely not slower.
Yeah.
I think it's just a case of some drivers are getting to grips with it and some drivers aren't. But Tac Delta is closing in on Brother of Cath.
And Ghetto Biggie is losing quite a lot of time.
He is. Big
and the
time.
rain is getting much lighter as well.
Yeah, as the drivers are warming up their Inters now. I'm surprised it hasn't stopped raining. It's still not a huge benefit for Inters. Oh, well, unless you're Mr. Hex and you're just eating into Ghetto Biggie's time. We'll jump on board with Mr. Hex now. We'll just have a look at what grip he's got as he comes through the second DRS zone. He is pushing hard. And importantly,
pretty comfortable.
Yeah, Mr. Ghetto Biggie is probably going to come into third position as it stands if he pits now.
Maybe fourth.
Tac Delta losing a bit of time.
Yeah, he's pitting.
Ghetto Biggie's pitting now, so he should come through in third. Tac Delta's still on the wets, and to be fair to him, is still holding on to the back of Brother of Cath. He's lost a bit of time, but he's not huge amount slower.
Yeah. Who is not on Inters at the moment?
No, he's the only one not on Inters. Mr. Hex. Yeah, Mr. Hex coming through the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, that's 2 seconds quicker.
That is.
What time?
As Ghetto Biggie comes out of the pits. Let's see if he's able to not do a Chaos Druid and stick to his side of the white line. He does, and is cleanly through into turn 1. So, a recap. We have Mr. Hex in the Red Bull. Very much clear in P1. 6.5 seconds to Rally in the Alpha Tauri in P2. Ghetto Biggie Aston Martin P3. Wound Elegant, the Williams in P4, but he does have a 5-second penalty. Brother of Kath, you have Williams in P5, no penalties. Tak Delta in P6, you have AlphaTauri, but he does have another penalty, and he is pitting. Tak Delta is pitting. Finally, indeed. And he's putting those inters on. So, the AlphaTauri strategist getting a slap on the wrist after this race. As we see who's the closest. Oh, we've got Baba Yaga closing in on Archie Gill. With 10 laps to go. Unless we see...
Oh, he jumps a bit.
Flies to the moon there, Archie Gill. Yeah, unless we see a major crash, we've got a pretty set grid at the moment. Can't see any huge moves happening.
I think Brother of Kath has messed up a bit because he's lost like
he has. Seconds. Thankfully, he's got a few seconds.
Gaining.
He is. He has got that 5-second penalty though. So we'll have to overtake Ghetto Biggie and pull out a 5-second lead as it stands in order to make use of it. But he has got, he's got a 27-second gap to his teammate in P5, so pretty clear at the moment for him. And so as it stands, we've got an AlphaTauri in 2nd and 9th, and we've got a Williams in 4th and 5th. Who do you think's the happier of the two teams?
It depends. I think we're happy with the P2, and we're happy with the points from Tak Delta. And Williams don't get any podiums, so that sucks. You're not good enough for podiums, so.
Not good enough? How rude.
It's the top 3 in the standings that are the top 3 in the race.
Wow.
I think that says it all.
It's crazy. I can't work in these conditions. my colleague's so rude. Right, on the track we've got the closest. We've got Tak Delta closing in on Texas Rooster. We've got Archie Gill looks to be closing in on Brother of Kath as well. So we'll keep an eye on those two. Oh, Tak Delta losing a lot of time. I think I made a mistake there. We'll keep an eye though. We'll stay on board with Archie Gill. And I tell you what, as he's closing in here, we'll let you, Tambar, take us through another cinematic mode, play-by-play, with Archie Gill.
Okay, so Archie Gill in the Alfa Romeo, now having to absolutely demolish this Williams. Oh, a bit wide. We have to... Archie Gill has to get this place. It's really important for my well-being and for Cher's non-well-being. So, brakes a bit late, but gains a bit of time on the Williams here into the first chicane. Does that nicely. Does have a 3-second penalty, but gains 2/10 in that chicane. But I think... No, he's not using any rest. Maybe it's just faster in the straight line. Williams does have a lot of straight line speed in real life. Maybe it's just trying to get it as real as possible. But then you should be much further down the grid. This isn't very realistic. Either way, enough of me is talking bullshit. As we see, Archie Gill still bit behind, almost 1 second now, losing a bit of time. Maybe we can do a good Ascari here. Yeah, it's pretty good Ascari. Gains about 2/10. I feel like... Yeah... Brother of Kath is using a bit of ERS in the straight line to kind of make up for some mistakes, maybe. Either way, he is 1 second ahead and make it like Archie Gill can't overtake into this game. Probably won't overtake for the next 2 or 3 laps unless he just gets some power up the engine and just goes absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, kind of was expecting maybe something to happen in the next couple of laps, but you're right. He's just stuck behind the Williams. It still is the closest fight on the grid, though. Archie still under a second behind Brother of Cath in the Williams. Oh, Duck Delta as what happened?
Another
Texas.
board is
Oh, more
broken.
boards are broken. What's that? We've got 4 boards open. Is that?
No, let's see. That's 4. Yeah.
Let's have a look. So we've got Mr. Hex coming through. How many boards are still alive? It's
4.
just 5. There's 5 boards altogether.
It's 5. Oh,
It's
what?
5 boards still together, and we've got 5 people with DNF'd, so it is neck and neck in that secondary competition. As we see now, Archie Gill closing in on the Williams. As we have a yellow in sector 2,
That
that is
is
Texas Rooster.
Yeah.
Is round. But we'll jump back on board with Archie Gill, who has had a brilliant exit coming through.
Oh, do that, come on.
And he's gonna move in on the inside. Who is the better braker? As they're closing in on the blue flags. Ken Swab! Blue flags, McLaren.
Double
Stay
overtake.
out of the way.
Great work. Archie Gill is using the same number as me, so that's another reason to cheer him on.
Hi, let's be honest. You're only cheering him on because he overtaken a Williams car.
What do you mean?
We both know the truth. So with that, we've also got Wound Elegant closing in on Ghetto Biggie, which is for the podium spot. Now, if Wound Elegant, again, if he is to get that podium, he's going to need to make this overtake happen as soon as possible, as he does have a 5-second penalty. He would need to clear. Coming through, and that is the fastest lap, which is a potential bonus point if it stays the same way. Good thing for him.
The good side. Pace.
Super close into turn 1. Oh, not the best exit for the Williams. Ghetto Biggie should get a bit clear there of his opponent behind him. Coming through now. Again, that change means that no cars are within a second. And Texas Rooster. Let's jump aboard Ken Swab, see if we can see what's happened.
I think it DNF'd.
It just DNF'd in the pits. It's a shame for the Haas. Which means...
That's more than 5 DNFs.
Yeah, we now have more... Oh, and that's Ghetto Biggie round! Ghetto Biggie's round into the wall! How is his front wing doing? There's no front wing. Which means... Oh my lord, Tamba. Do you know what this means? You might have to eat your words. We might be seeing a Williams on the podium.
It's still 4 laps to spin it.
Don't tempt fate. Do not tempt fate. And with such a massive gap behind, assuming Ghetto Biggie is going to now pit for a front wing, he'd be crazy not to. Yeah, he's coming in now.
He's still going to stay 4th. Article's quite far behind.
What that does mean, though, is Wing Elegant doesn't need to worry about his 5-second penalty. He is going to have more than enough space behind him to just keep it on track, keep it clean, and get that podium. Archie Gill, though, will be closing in. It'll be interesting. Ghetto Biggie, I believe he's obviously had a front wing. I thought he was serving a time penalty then, but no. As Archie Gill comes through the start line, it's going to be very close between these two.
It is very close.
Who's going to come through? Archie Gill's going to overtake, and Brother of Cath, how is he going to be to the Aston Martin? Very close indeed, but not quite close enough, so Ghetto Biggie slots into 5th position.
I believe Ghetto Biggie is going to be a bit faster, though.
He is.
New tires.
He will very much be. So Brother of Cath will just probably be hoping for Ghetto Biggie and Archie Gill to have a bit of a battle on track. Maybe give him an opportunity if he hangs back enough. And yeah, so as it stands, we've got an AlphaTauri and a Williams on the podium. we've got a Williams ahead of an AlphaTauri 6th to 8th, and we've got more DNFs than we have got boards left between turn 1 and 2.
And
All
we
of
got
our...
a Red Bull just dominating the field.
And we've got Mr. Hex. Yeah, let's show some appreciation to Mr. Hex. I doubted him for a second at the start of the race, saying that the league leaders were not having a good time. But he has just gone to show that he knows what he's doing in these conditions. He has been mega today. And with 3.5 laps to go, it just does not look like letting it go.
Just keeping it clean, keeping it simple, just driving smooth.
That's all you need to do around here.
Yeah.
As we'll jump back on board with Ghetto Biggie, the Aston Martin, who is slowly closing in on Archie Gill. We'll definitely want that P4.
Also closing in on Brother of Death.
Yeah, but we don't need to worry.
That's more of an interesting fight, I believe.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. That's fine. Brother of Cat's got it. He's got 6th in the bag. We're all good.
Cheering for the mother team.
We're going to have to jump on board with him now because he's closing in with half a second behind Brother of Cath. He's looking down the barrel of the gun. Ghetto Biggie. Oh, Wound Elegant. Wound Elegant really...
oh, look at the Brother of Cath.
Testing the limit. Oh, Babiaga gets a better exit.
Oh, come on.
Is he going to go down the inside of the first Lesmos, which is incredibly ballsy? And he pulls back. Yeah, probably a smart thing to do. If he can just hold back through the Lesmos, he will have a straight line to try and go for it. Good smart racing there from Babiaga.
Yeah, and Rally just took the fastest lap.
Rally has taken the fastest lap, which means that a point is potentially on his side.
Yeah, Ghetto Biggie is still trying to hunt down Archie.
Yeah, as you come through, Babiaga now getting a better exit than Brother of Cath. Closing in on him. I don't think he'll be close enough to make a move for the Parabolica, but again, we have another straight line for him to try. So if he gets good traction... If he gets good traction coming through, and he is gaining, so he is getting good traction, getting a good slipstream as well. Brother of Cath trying to break it, moving to the right and then moving back to the driving line. Will Babiaga be close enough? Not this lap, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, the braking boards are gone.
All of them?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, the braking boards have gone. All sorts of things have gone. Still got 5 of the arrow boards left. Still in competition. Will we see any more broken before the end of the race? Babiaga getting a little bit of oversteer there, so losing a bit of time. As Cheeseheads gets a move done on Rusty.
Oh, Mr. X in the pits! Rally P1!
Mr. Hex is going to pits!
I think he... Oh, it's a front wing change.
Oh, he's had an incident.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, which means Wound Elegant is in P2. Let's see what sort of gap he's got as Mr. Hex comes out the pits. He's going to be more than 8 seconds. Goodness gracious me, we've got an AlphaTauri in P1 and we've got a Williams in P2. Yeah. This is quite the race for us to be commentating, eh, Temba?
Yeah.
And we've rallied with the fastest lap.
Alpha's just fighting now.
Yeah, let's see. So we've got closest competition at the moment is Ghetto Biggie in P5, closing in on Archie Gill. Not quite close enough to make any moves just yet, but he has been eyeing that Alfa Romeo down for quite some time now.
But he's gonna get placed if he keeps this.
That is true. Yeah, he does not need to make the overtake happen. He can just sit behind Archie Gill, knowing that 4th place is his, which is probably the smart thing to do.
Don't be boring. Make the move.
Who else have we got? Babiaga's fallen back a little bit from Brother of Cath. Let's see, who haven't we touched him with for a while? Ken Swab has been lapped and currently in P11 in the McLaren.
Yeah, and I think Tactiles is gonna end P10 because... oh, maybe not. Because the rest is 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, so Tac Delta currently set to be 10th at the end of this, I want to say.
Yeah.
It'll be very close, but
Oh, Cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads has lost it a little bit there, which is good news for Tack. Delta
Yeah. He's
to try and hold
still...
on to. Yeah. It's be very
Now
close.
Rusty's out of contention for P8.
He is indeed. Archie Gill still not within a second. Don't know why, it doesn't really matter. There's no
Cheeseheads
DRS.
around the
Cheeseheads.
outside. Oh, Rusty backs out.
And that is Cheeseheads back up into 9th position. And yeah, it's
only Baby Yaga that can make the
yeah. Go on, tier 2. Last lap of the race.
Yeah.
Give us something crazy. In the meantime, though, we'll jump on board with Rally, who is coming around now, Parabolica, for the last time today. Well, for a long time, we were saying Mr. Hex had it in the bag, but off camera, away from what we could see, he had a mistake, and Rally has capitalised and comes round to win Tier 2 in Monza. It's Rally in first position. Wound Elegant with an 8-second penalty. Nothing to worry about, though. Very much clear behind him, comfortably in second position. Mr. Hex, who had it in the bag. One mistake is all he had to make, and that is now him in P3. Still a lovely podium for him, very much deserved. And gets P1. Oh, and Archie Gill spins. Archie Gill was spun. And Ghetto Biggie is capitalised.
And then Brother of Cath.
And Brother of Cath is going to overtake. Oh, shit! Goodness me. Tier 2, you've delivered. Well and truly, Ghetto Biggie coming through in the Aston Martin. That is P4 for him. Brother of Cath coming through. Parabolica will hold on. I think I'm safe to say that I think even he is very surprised at that. And he is coming through for P5. Baba Yaga has been fighting him tooth and nail, but holds on for 6th position. Archie Gill comfortably in 7th. He could have had 4th in the bag there on the final lap. Throws it away. Tac Delta coming around Parabolica now. Provisionally in 8th, but probably going to be in 10th position come the end of the race as he crosses the line. Cheeseheads coming through will be P8. There we see the promotion, and Rusty Oil Can coming through P9, with Ken Swab being in P11.
I think Rusty just missed out.
Did Rusty just miss out?
I think he did.
Well,
of course. What a wonderful sight.
I have to say that was very much a roller coaster race. It was either nothing going on or everything all at once.
Yeah, no safety cars.
No safety cars. Someone's made a lot of money on that bet, very much so.
Yeah, but Premier didn't have any safety cars.
No, it was just Tier 1. Just us. We're the reckless ones.
Of course.
Well, with that, AlphaTauri, a Williams and a Red Bull on the podium. And yeah, our final standings. Who's your driver of the day today, Temba?
Who do you think is my driver of the day?
Okay, let me re-quote that. Excluding the AlphaTauris, who is your driver of the day?
I don't want to say or any Williams. Let's say I think we gotta say Wound Elegant.
Yeah. For
reserve, that's pretty good.
That is phenomenal driving.
Good,
potentially his first. Maybe he had one other race before that, but yeah, for his early entry into the league, yeah, brilliant racing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we know who the Rainmaster is now.
Yeah, we do. Rally Allen and the Rainmaster takes your P1 today for Tier 2 in Monza. My name has been Cheryl Shaft. With me, I've had Tambar. And that is all for today, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.